Welcome to Wright Talk with Mike Lee. As you know, welcome back to Wright Talk with Mike Lee. I have my two guests this evening are two. I think they're friends of mine. We've been acquainted for a little while. I have Brian Mays on my left, and I have Kennard Wright on my right. And I hope to speak with them this evening and share with them ideas and thoughts and opinions and views and perspectives on race reconciliation and also the many interesting events that have happened since Donald Trump was elected president. With regard to Donald Trump being elected president, I guess that's really how I met Brian. Because I was at the barbecue shop one day and Brian really surprised me because he said, I voted for Trump. I said, you did? Because I was on the east side. I just came to get some barbecue. I didn't, I just going to get some barbecue. When he told me that, I thought I'd venture more into asking as to why, because it surprised me so much, because I may be one of the best known black Republicans in this town, in this county, Travis County, Texas.
Why you say that?
Why I say that?
Yeah, why you say that though?
Because it's,
Excuse me, y'all. I'm Brian May from Sound Barbecue, and I did vote for Trump. Yes, I did. But it's a reason why I vote for Trump. And so if y'all want no reason, ask me why.
I want to know. I want to know.
You want to know why I vote? First of all, why I vote Trump? Cause his birthday June the 14th. He's Gemini.
So am I.
See, I'm with you. See the difference? See the difference? Gemini do a whole lot of good things.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got to understand Gemini, though. You got to understand Gemini people. They the only human sign there is in Zodiac. So you got to understand there's two of them. And they are summer children. We think very highly. I was born on the 15th, he born on the 14th. I can understand what he's trying to do, but everybody else don't understand what he's trying to do. We need that. What he trying to do, we need that. We need to stop all them folks coming over here. So why? They got us wrong. They got our business well. We ain't got no business like no more. They take all our jobs. They doing good work. They build all our highways, all our bridges, all our roads. Yes, we need them over here, yes. But some of them we don't need, all the criminals we don't need. We don't need the bad boys.
You're talking about the immigrants. You're talking about the immigrants.
Whoever, immigrant, people ain't got no business over here. People come other things. We don't mind you over here, but you gotta be doing the right thing.
So you gotta come over here legally.
Legally, to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind you over here, love you. Love you to death. But at least come here legally so we know who you are and you're all right. We got so much stuff been destroying our United States by people not even from here. See, people from here ain't gonna do that. Do you have to build a wall? No, not necessarily build a wall. Building a wall just showing out. Cost a whole lot of money. Just make a rule where you can't do it. And how you getting by? By the police. You're paying the police to get over here. You're paying the police to get over here. So where you got to start at? You got to start your people first. Quit taking the money. They won't come. Or y'all want to come, let's make a deal with the United States then. We got to do it legally because we don't going to keep having problems. We don't need that. We already got a bunch of problems ourselves. Trump trying to do the right thing. Like he went got that boy out of trouble in China for stealing glasses, and then they talk bad about it.
Yeah, that was.
I would have left him in now.
Well, he'll certainly learn his lesson now. Yeah.
Yeah, I left him in there. Y'all don't appreciate it.
At least a month.
His father wasn't even grateful for it.
Nope.
It wasn't even great. So why you say he did it? If they gonna talk bad about that man, he wouldn't save your son for stealing glasses. I don't save thieves. If you're a thief, I'm not gonna save you, kinfolk. For what? What I'm gonna save a thief for?
Yeah.
So you say me gonna steal from you? Duh. It ain't hard. We can educate them, get them educated where they can start doing. First of all, we gotta do the right thing.
Well,
Yeah, we were taught wrong. That's why we're doing wrong things. But once you get a certain age in life, you'll know better. So yes, Donald Trump, he tried to educate everybody, but everybody ain't gonna stand Donald Trump. They think he an asshole. He might be in some spot, but you don't give a damn. But what about when he do right thing? He went and got your boy for stealing. For stealing some glasses in another country.
In China, that's the worst place to steal something. They'll throw you in jail for 30 years.
And then he go try to sell you, son. You ain't even appreciate it.
Nope.
You got on TV and this.
Because
Uh,
the other people who were in jail there, where they didn't do anything, those people didn't get help. There's a former football player who's over there and locked up maybe for no reason. But I agree, like, at the end of the day, people don't give him, they're not fair. It's like, I would tell my friends and the people I work with, it's like, look at this rationally, right? So I don't like him. Well, if we in third grade, it's very important what you don't like, but this is life. So show me what they done, and then we can talk. I don't have to like you to understand that you're doing something valuable, or not. Like what you're saying. Well, he's racist. Well, not exactly. No. Again, don't go on how you feel. Emotions are real, right? But your emotion shouldn't define how you see the president. Right. For Obama, for Trump, for Bush, or for anybody. And most of what folk are doing, they're operating on emotion.
Well, I think that the problem or the issue was graphically before us during the State of the Union address.
That's a good point.
When the president mentioned the fact that black unemployment was at an all-time low, the Congressional Black Caucus sat there like somebody died.
Let me correct you.
No, wait a minute. Wait. I'm not saying it was accurate.
No, I'm not. But you'll like this one.
It may have been an all-time low during slavery.
No. Some of them were caught playing Candy Crush.
On their phones.
On the phone. And, yeah, so I'm like, okay, look, I'm not saying you should like Donald Trump or not. That's your business. But all I'm saying is, like, if a black person, him, my sister, my daughter, anybody got a job, they ain't had no job before, I'm happy. I'm good. Right. And even if you're not black, the whole point is like, again, deal on reality, right? Don't deal on perception. Don't and I understand you represent your people. Like I told folks, they got mad. I said, well, I said, well, we ain't got nothing from the Congressional Black Caucus in like 40 or 50 years. Well, why are you being hard? Because they're supposed to represent me. That's why I'm being hard. The same way, because we're supposed to look out for each other, irrespective of your party, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever your people is, we're the only group of people currently in this country. We'll look out for everybody. Everybody. ERBODI. Everybody. You could be straight, gay, transgender, lesbian, illegal immigrant, legal immigrant. And I'm not going into anything other with those things, even though we could. I'm simply saying that you should care about your own, right? And I don't care what color the president was. If I hear lowest black unemployment, I'm like, I'm excited because you know what? He might be something bad to me. I don't know, to them. But I care about my people.
Right. The way it seems to me, it seems to be an emotional thing.
It seems it is.
They want to like somebody, or somebody to like them. And I often hear he's a racist.
Well,
to me,
he's not a racist. I mean, it's like this. Donald Trump is, for everybody messed up, it come off of Obama. It come off a black man trying to help black folks. And then everything is getting messed up from that, because he helped a whole lot of folks. He trying to tear everything down that Obama bill, but he messing up that way. Mm-hmm. Because what he built will help him. Don't tear down nothing will help him. We got to start over with nothing. Mm-hmm. Come on, we all know it's about money. You helped all these rich folks, all them rich billionaires, you done gave them a tax break, they making all their money. Mm-hmm. Look what we still struggling. You ain't helped them. They got us in section. They got an upper class, semi-upper class, they got a medium class, a semi-medium class, and they got a low class, and they got a semi-low class. Now, people don't even know where semi-low class is at. Mm-hmm. They don't. Where you think the lower class is of people at?
Now, Brian, when I hear them talk about he gave tax breaks to the rich,
right?
How can you give a tax break to someone with no money?
Easy.
Period. How?
Don't tax them what they got.
That's pretty much what's happening anyway.
Well, both of you have a point to me. On the one hand, people that have resources or assets can generate jobs, whether it be a physical structure or money. That's reality.
That's right.
So I can get, as a result, I can get the money back and the bonuses that they're giving. But the only thing I would have done different that he didn't do, and I don't think Obama did it, nobody's done it in a while, is for at least 6 to 12 months, and you have to offlay this budget-wise, suspend the payroll tax. So what he's doing will affect in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? I'm talking about you look at it like a recipe. Some of the stuff is going to taste good now at the beginning recipe, and it's like the payroll tax is suspended for 6 to 12 months. What you're saying is more long term, right?
Yeah.
Which is the next. So you almost that one is ultimately maybe better, but you're not going to see the results as soon. And so it's like I know what you're saying. I agree with that generally now. It's just like, well, I would have also done that because that way I know I got to in the next 3 to 6 months I'm gonna have money in people's pocket versus 6 to 12 or 3 or 2 or 4 years.
Take this one, and what I hear and read a lot is that the president is divisive.
So
It's
the
already
Democrats,
divided.
so the Republicans, so is everybody else.
It's already divided.
Exactly.
Everything's right. But he ain't. But see, what the point is, they not tell who he divided with.
Well, that's a good point too.
See, you got to see who he divided with. I see him taking pictures of Ku Klux Klan, hugging him, hug a bunch of them. I'm talking about 15 of them all hugged together. He in the middle of them. I know what that is.
But the reality is that
You got to. I do look at the picture, Google.
but that's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
and then if you'll see a picture of him with Don King too.
Right.
but the reality is like
You see him get that boy out of jail over there.
Right.
He with everybody.
Yeah.
He just like me. I'm down with everybody. I do Chinese. I do Spanish. I do black folks. Now it's different black folks I deal with. I deal with intelligent black folks,
Okay,
not no
gotcha.
dummies. I don't deal with one you got to look at every day, start trouble with. Want to every time you look at you can't lay nothing down, motherfucker stole it. Can't have them around your place, he breaking in your cars and stuff. People can't party car in front of your business. He got them out there, he breaking in them. They're lying. None of them people you can't deal with. So, we all born without nothing. And what we were taught, we were taught to get it, but they didn't say how to get it. You need to get it. They didn't say how to get it. Grandma told us how to get it, but we didn't pay that no attention. You know what I'm saying? But now we got old, and we just been misled so long.
well,
For everybody, they want all to have our own business. There's no way everybody can have their own business.
yeah.
There's no way.
Well, everyone's not a businessman, but I think
Everybody not a business person.
what black folk don't do, or Americans don't do, but affects us disproportionately, is you ain't thinking and you ain't planning. Like I
Right.
said to you before,
You gotta be
if
planning
you
and
look at
thinking.
people that are illegal immigrants, because unfortunately they are illegal. If you look at people that are gay, the LBGQ community or whatnot, they had a plan.
Right.
And what they did in 30, 40 years, they did legislatively, politically, economic, socially, have executed their plan. Now, I'm not saying I'm as smart as I used to think I was. That's my new phrase, by the way. I'm really not that smart. Is that they executed their plan. The illegal immigrants, we notice the language. They don't say illegal immigrants. They say immigrants now. They say
Immigrants,
dreamers.
right.
My grandfather on my mother's side was an immigrant from the Philippines, little Filipino man, whatever. But he had papers. But my point there is just to say that we have to think the way we used to. And again, you mentioned this earlier, generation. My generation before me, when my parents were doing stuff in Maryland and marching for civil rights, and whatnot in Maryland and Baltimore, there was some kind of plan. Somebody sat down and we executed that plan as a collective. We ain't got no plan, and we ain't executing no plan.
We're not
hold on,
executing nothing.
But let me make one
Yeah,
more
there-
point.
there's some
Hold
bit-
on, let me make one more point. I can do this quick. And as example, the Congressional Black Caucus, this is one thing I say people should do. If you don't like Donald Trump or not, Malcolm X said, do this, we don't never do this. He said, give them a list of what you want.
Right.
And whoever give you your list,
They won't
give
even
you the
talk.
most-
They won't
No,
even
hold
talk
on.
to him.
That's who you roll with.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
who you. But see, we like. I like them. No, you fool. Don't like them.
Don't like them.
Go for who give you something. So it's like if you would have asked Donald Trump, go take him a list, Congressional Black Caucus, take him 3 things you want him to do, 3 things you want him to do, and say I like to see movement. You propose one of these 3 things and act on these in the next 6 to 12 months. And either you're gonna do 1 or 2 things. The fool is actually, and I say fool euphemistically or
Right.
metaphorically, some other kind of way that everybody can be a fool potentially.
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
you're gonna get him to act on it or
Right.
not. And if you get what you want, you're going, And if you don't get what you want, then because they're really trying to get them, you go.
There are a couple of clips I'd like you guys to see and
Yes,
then
sir.
to get your response to it. If we could show those, that first one.
Yes, sir.
Which one?
But being friendly and being a friend, I think, are two different things. I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that...
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. I'm suspicious of whites who join Negroes and always have to be in the lead, who always have to be the head, who always have to be at the top in Negro organizations. Those whites who really have the interest of blacks at heart, let them give some advice to some Negroes and stand on the sideline. But don't join the organization and then get at the head of it and pose as a friend of Negroes.
Today, you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has been betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
See, first of all, we going back when there wasn't no slavery days. Cause a lot of people don't know this though. When them white folks found they were rich in Africa, they had gold mines, diamond mines. When the white folks found they come down and try to take stuff. But when they come down by the river, they come by the river. So when they come down by the river, they got off. They got off that boat down there. And they met them other black folks on the river. They tricked them and lied to them. So they tricked them and lied to go get up in there. See, they both been watching. Them other black folks been watching. They both been guarding everything. But then the white folks come in and get everything. And then when they got in, they tricked them. Then they started taking it. Who they started taking? They started what? Kidnapping who? All the daddies, all the grandpas, all the uncles. They got all the men now. So what did you do? You left all them women out. You left the mama there, the grandma, the sister, and everything like that. But you had black folks jump off that ship. You had white folks jumped off that ship, couldn't make it because they wasn't coming over here. Because they don't know this. We don't know this land. Y'all kidnapping us. Y'all kidnapping us. And guess which way they got in? The goddamn South Carolina.
Well, yeah, that was the major part at the time. But you know, other thing folk don't know, and I was reading on this for a little while, is that slavery obviously existed in a lesser form, but even like the Arabs, the Europeans got into it originally, they started transporting slaves for the Arabs.
Right.
So it's a lot of things that if you just educate yourself, whether it be politically or like you say history, then it changes how you think. And once you know your real history as a black person or a white person, a liberal or a conservative, can't nobody take it from you. But if you don't know nothing about who you are, where you from, any fool can take it from you. Any fool can tell you Donald Trump is a racist with no knowledge. Any fool can tell you that we're your friend.
Right.
But you know, it's like I said, your friend will show you by their actions.
Right.
And even going back to what you said, the truth of it is the white men did trick them sometimes. But guess what?
Tricked them.
But guess what?
Misled them.
A lot of them Africans was selling other Africans.
They was.
So
It was who
what
doing it.
What we don't want to talk about in terms of reconciliation or anything is like, if you're going to be honest about history,
Right.
you're going to tell the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so that the good is, we made it through all this. The bad is they stole us and brought us over here. The bad is also that there was a black person, whether it be for a gun or for liquor or for a Triscuit or a biscuit or some little tiny little thing was selling another black person.
They will. And then what they still doing today,
Exactly.
they sell men and selling their women.
Well,
So they
yeah.
say they call them pimps and prostitutes and all that stuff. They still selling themselves.
Well, I'm saying even in Africa, they still selling people.
They still doing it right now.
There's still human trafficking. We know that.
It's still human trafficking right now. But what gets me right now is the way us black kings, we don't have nothing over here. We ain't got no clothes over here. We ain't got no food over here. We ain't got no religion over here. We ain't got nothing over here.
You talking about over here on the east side in Austin,
No, I'm
correct?
talking about in the world.
In the world? Okay.
In the world. They trying to build something, farm something, yeah. But when Chinese get here, Chinese got their own town, their own city, in your city.
But they stick together.
But they stick together.
Some group of them stick together.
They going to.
They're going to stick.
A bunch of unity.
In fact, you know it as well as I do. They will sell to each other.
Right.
They will help each other. If somebody move in town,
Right.
they're going
They
to be
help
5 or 10 of them in the house.
Helping them.
For
See,
whatever time.
First of all, we don't have unity.
Well, we got, you
We
right.
don't have no
That's true.
unity.
That's true.
We don't have no unity nowhere. We lost unity. See, how we lose it? When they took it from us. We lost our unity.
But that's the thing. Even though there were things in place to take them from us, if you give it up.
We didn't know we were doing it.
Well, I'm just saying, to me, honestly, I don't think I disagree with you there. It's like, look, I know everything they did. I know what Herbert Hoover did. I know what a lot of stuff we talk about happened to King. I know what happened where I am, right, with Maryland.
Right.
They would say they're your friend, but they would really like be putting you in jail, whatever. But I'm just saying that we gave some of that up. Because for 400 and something years, it wasn't nothing that, whether me being light and being in the house or you being brown and being in the field, we knew we was together.
Right.
And now, cause you
We
at
help
Sam's
each other.
Barbecue and I'm over here, just cause I live somewhere different. Nah, he ain't I don't like that. Well, see, right there, you giving up your
You
unity.
gave it up.
They ain't gotta take nothing.
Right.
Cause you just gave it up real easy.
That wasn't me. I like everybody. I'm everybody friend. Black, white, Chinese, blue, green, puppet, chicken, hog, cow.
Well, it should get down to a human thing, in a large sense. But
Everybody love animals more than they love human now.
And I've
That's true
said that there are
sometimes.
people who care more about animals than they care about people.
They do.
You know what I say? I love animals, and I had a dog who lived till he was 18, and I'd hurt you if you tried to hurt that dog.
Right.
But you know what? I knew he was a dog, and I'm going to go for the people over the animals every time.
Yeah, but
I'm going for you and your cousin and and whatever
Right.
color you are over a salamander.
right. But now these folks, man, they get mad. Women got dogs that say that's their man.
Really?
Hell yeah. I don't need no man. I got Jimmy at the house.
Well,
Who the hell Jimmy? He about this tall. Man, something else. Jimmy.
all you got to do is remember biology and physiology. I can say I'm a marmoset, but I ain't built like a marmoset.
I got another clip I want to take a look at.
What's
Okay,
that?
yes sir.
You guys take a look at it. Comment on it if you would, please.
Yes sir.
America has got one of the best presidents ever. Mr. Trump, I love Trump. I love Trump because he tells Africans, frankly, I don't know whether he's misquoted or whatever, but when he speaks, I like him because he speaks frankly. The Africans need to solve their problems. They need to be strong. In the world, you cannot survive if you are weak. And it is the fault of the Africans that they are weak. Because they have got this huge continent, it is if you look at Africa, Africa is 12 times the size of India in land area, a lot of resources. The population is growing now. Why can't we make Africa strong?
He thought that President Trump was a good president because he says you have to help yourself,
Right.
which is true.
Right.
Now, getting back to what I asked you at the very beginning was about your support for Trump. I made a bet on Trump when he was coming down the escalator, and I'm still trying to collect my money. because I just had a sense of that he would win. And everyone's laughing at me, thought it was a joke, thought I was a fool. And then I had the experience of I was at a service station, and a lady had a car full of kids, and I have these conservative books, so to speak. And I said, you know, you might want your kids to see this book. She said, I don't talk politics with anybody. She had told me that at first. And when I handed her my card and it indicated that I was working with the Travis County Republican Party, she opened up like she wanted to invite me to dinner, or something. And so I said, Trump's going to win. I said, is there going to be some people come out and vote who probably never voted before? And I just kind of had that sense of, and I told her this was like in the spring, and the election wasn't until the fall. But I just had that sense.
You know, something he was mentioning earlier is that in terms of some of the things that he's doing, and he is an imperfect man. He acts very quickly sometimes. But I remember talking to one person that I related to, and I was talking to her, and she was like, well, you know, I agree with what he's trying to do on immigration, and I never heard her talk about that, about like a Republican or whatever candidate before. But the point is, there are people that actually change their minds or actually saw things differently. And frankly, people that maybe even who were just kind of laying low. That's what I think they underestimated, that people might agree with the fact that you want a stronger border, however you choose to get it, right? People may want people to follow the rule of law, right? And you live in a society now where if you say anything outside of a certain social context and with a wrong group of folk, yeah, you better be ready to fight. Because a lot of people, I had even a young white dude, 3 of us in the car, and we were talking politics. He's like, yeah, I don't know. People like the 3 other dudes were talking about, I don't like Trump. And the guy, I let everybody out to where they was going because I was giving them a ride for the train station. And I said, well, what do you think? And he looks back in the car, he says, only my parents know I'm going to vote for Trump. You know what? He worked at Facebook or Google or somewhere, and he knew that if he said he was going to vote for Trump, what do you think was going to happen to him at work? His contract might have been renewed. Because the fact is that there are people that supported him or came to support him that could not state it publicly because they weren't ready to deal with the backlash.
The backlash, right. I voted for Hillary.
Well,
I wanted Hillary. With Obama running, they did it wrong. When Obama won, Hillary should have won. Because why, Brian? Because when Obama got it was full of shit. Who better clean up than anybody? A female. Female know how to clean up real good behind anybody's mess.
Yeah.
They not looking at the real true thing. They look at the bullshit part now. See, if they let Hillary won then, before Obama, and then they let Obama run against Trump, it'd been a different story today. You see the difference? They didn't give us enough time. What y'all do is shouting it down real fast. Okay, we'll let the nigga run. We ain't gonna vote for him no more. Ain't nobody else getting in here. Ain't nobody getting here.
Yeah.
You ain't getting here no more. But they should let Hillary go win the first time, because we need that woman clean all that mess up. What they did, they took that black man, put him behind all that bullshit, was already messed up, and to get, here, it's on you, now you work with it. He couldn't get it, and everybody make him look bad. But see, if he let Hillary clean the mess up, and then come in behind Hillary and finish it out, we've been all right. Then Obama couldn't be running now. And we be still have another good 8 years of good running. See, everybody ain't thinking about this.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Because we ain't got no good running right now.
I'll tell you what about when you talk about Obama and Hillary, I was actually at that debate. I worked somewhere where I could see the debate. And I actually left the debate. I had to go home and let my dog out because he'd been in the house 15 hours. People don't understand why I leave president's debate to let the dog out. But when I heard them talk, they basically said the same thing.
Same thing.
The only thing is, he had game. Yeah. He knew how to talk in a way that made you go, oh. Yeah. Even like Scooby-Doo, oh. Even though he wasn't saying nothing different than what she said.
Right. Same damn different way.
And I'll go you one better. I told a friend of mine who voted for Obama, I think twice, I said, Albert, well, he didn't live in Austin. Okay, Albert, I said, Albert, he ain't going to do nothing for us. He said, you're not being fair, man. You're not being fair. And I was like, Albert, he ain't talked about nothing really to help us. And you know what? About 2 or 3 years ago, Albert called me or texted me a message or something. He said, yeah, Ken, you're right. He said he didn't do nothing up us. I told you he wasn't going to do nothing. He's just spitting game. He a player. He play on the corner. He would
And
play
then
in the
and then-
politics. He was just talking. He
and then
spitting
he- And
game.
then he a white boy nigga.
Well,
Whatever, excuse
Kind-
me,
kind-
whatever it is, though. We tell the truth. Just tell the truth, so. First of all, you buying all these folks. They got your hair. Look how great you is, man. You think it's help you? I got a picture of Obama in my house. I got a picture of Obama. When he first got in office, looking good, pretty, black hair, young looking good. Now you all see Obama. 8 years later, look at you, woe down, broke down, like you've been through a mess. Look at him. You ain't seen it?
I seen him, yeah.
Look how great he is.
I
In
ain't-
8 years,
I don't see him playing basketball anymore.
But you know what?
he broke down.
But you know what?
They
To,
broke him down. There's too many white folks. Him the white. You heard what the white said?
to what you said, and even what to that article, the feature
I'm glad
Michael
we
just
have that.
had, it's like, look, it's a lot of black leaders, most of them, and then it goes to Hispanics and all that too. But I'm not Hispanic. Might look it, but I'm not. I thought that was funny, by the way. Anyway, that you have a title of leader,
Right.
but you ain't really helping nobody.
Right.
You ain't helping nobody with the resume. You ain't really got nobody a job that you ain't wanting something back. The point is, a lot of people are leaders by title, but they ain't leader by no deed.
Yeah, by
and I'm
law.
not saying
they're not leaders in fact.
no, they're not leading us anywhere that don't ingratiate them. So I don't mind you making money. I don't mind rich people.
That's all they doing.
I don't mind poor people. But you know what? I want to know that you do something with integrity. And the reason why I talk about it the way I do is like, look, you ain't done nothing for me. Somebody I know personally has. You ain't done nothing that didn't benefit you economically, socially, or politically. And if you're a real leader, that I'm gonna try to do what's right, regardless of who's looking, regardless of if it make me money. Because like I said, I said this on Saturday. Well, why are they so hard on Obama? I said, well, you know what? They had the House and the Senate for 2 years, and you can tell me if you disagree. And we got a lot of things that help people, right? We got Supreme Court justices that voted for different things.
Right.
We got the Affordable Care Act, and I'm not saying I agree with it because I think it's a little bit waste of time, but we ain't getting nothing that help a black person directly.
So
I mean,
tell 'em.
and hold on, let me drop this. And I agree with the sentencing guidelines. Well, you know what? He could have even made that stronger. I agree that the prison industrial complex, a lot of folks that are basically slave labor in terms of function, not in terms of, but you know what? He could have done more to help those people.
He could have.
He should have done more because when
You know
he
what
came,
he did?
when he came around, he told us, I'm gonna help you. And then you get up there and all you do is you help everybody else.
But get what he should have done, though.
He want to build bathrooms.
Yeah, get
You
what he
can
should
build a
have done.
bathroom all you want, but if you tell me you black and you help me, you love
If
me.
you went into folk penitentiary, you know what she did? All them places. See what everybody now looked at this. All these folk we got in the penitentiary around the world, in this country. You know what he just did? He just said, I tell y'all what. I'm gonna make a deal with everybody in prison. Volunteer. Y'all get a chance to get out and come to the military. If y'all get a life sentence, sign up for the military for life. These 20 years.
I don't know if he could have done that directly, but you know what? No, but
I'd rather have them fight my war
well, what I'm not
than
saying.
have you out there fighting my war.
I'm just saying he could have done, and what
I
the
want
what
people in my country to stay here doing what y'all doing.
He could-
I don't want to take y'all from what I want y'all to do. What I want to fight my war, them folks ain't doing nothing but destroying my country. Get these folks up out of here. All these folks. Do you realize how many folks do you have in prison around the world? People don't know the count. If you just make that, just make it your military.
well, you know what?
Every time you
They
go
used
to
to do that
prison
back
now-
in the day of the Romans.
Every
that-
time you go to
that-
prison now, you got a choice. You go to penitentiary or you go to military.
He could have done things a lot differently. That's what the folks need to do now is do things a lot differently.
Well,
And you-
at least
do 'em for
At least
results,
his president
not-
now is. I think I heard in the State of the Union address him say something about prison reform.
He did, but you know what? It's like, okay,
Yeah,
I
but you
believe
ain't
you. I
got no
need to
deal
write
with 'em.
write a white paper or something. I need some time. Somebody need to give me a hiatus of $100,000 so I can work for a couple years. Because you know what? Some of the I'll take 50 or 25. But the point is like even if you should be what you said, we gotta tell him this is what we want.
Right.
And this is
but here's
no,
it-
no, no. But
he-
no, no.
he-
But
he-
hold on, let me finish. But you tell your leaders that. Don't come to me and say he's a bad person when that fool that you elected to Congress ain't doing nothing, ain't putting no pressure on nobody.
Won't even talk to him.
I'm talking about Democrats and Republicans. Even when they had Obama, they was like, they didn't give him no trouble.
At all.
And you know what? If I leave my community, I'm gonna come to you and say, Michael, this is what you need. I know you have the power to influence this. I'd like to see you work. And if you got an R, a D, a I, a C, a G, whatever the hell is after your name,
it doesn't matter.
He should do something. Yes.
We need a fire department. We need this. We need all these plumbers and everything. But this is what I'm mad at Obama at. People don't even realize how much money do all black folks spend in 1 year. 1 year.
Oh, it's hundreds of billions of dollars.
No.
It's a lot of money.
It's way more than that.
Well, it's hundreds of billions. We'd have one of the largest economies.
How many trillion?
Well, it's at least.
I was going to say how many
It's
trillion?
at least
1.3 trillion.
I said at least hundreds.
year.
We can go into the numbers. We know it's a whole lot of money.
Yeah, it's 1 point. But see what they're not realizing, that's just black folk. What they did, they realized this. See, everybody, the white folk realized, look what these black folks spend a year. God damn. So this is what we do. So now what they did, we got all the black folks spending money with them instead of with us.
Exactly.
See, we're not spending with us because we spend money within us. We'll take that 1.3 million divided with us, we'll be all right.
Now this plays into the next this next clip. I hope that we get with enough volume. It's Farrakhan speaking.
Farrakhan, all right, but he won't help us.
If you're Muslim, he help you.
Gotta do for yourself, know you fed up. Get your study on. All praise be to God, stay read up. God never let up. Everyone that I'm around already know what I'm about. Build heaven on earth, gotta catch up Elijah, Muhammad Ali, Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Now, man, what about me?
We ain't winning. We're winning. There's gonna be an election in South Africa a few months from now because we winning. There was a Middle East agreement signed on the White House lawn last Monday because we got the scars in our bodies. We're winning. We came here 30 years ago for the March on Washington. From Texas across to Florida up to Virginia, we couldn't use a single public toilet. We could not use a single hotel. We couldn't drink water from a single fountain. We did not have the right to vote. We didn't have a congressional black caucus. We didn't have 400 black mayors. We did not have the capacity to even think about foreign affairs, dealing in private survival. But just like when David knocked down Goliath, he couldn't go and party because Goliath wasn't no eunuch, he had some babies. And you knock down Jim Crow and you got Jim Crow Esquire. The giants keep coming. And so do not end up in a way you say, well, what can we do? Well, we, in fact, the laws that trapped South Africa of apartheid in 1948 came from here, from the 1896 laws. What Mandela is trying to do now is what we achieved in 1965. The fact is we are winning, and our struggling has not been in vain, but there are some different options. For example, when Dr. King would make the case that we just end racism by law, and get inside the plant gate with an education, we can grow. That was a period of economic growth. Now we get inside the plant, and the plant is closed. There's a very different context in which we operate. Zero economic growth among the industrial nations of the world is a factor in this. The economic downturn cannot be ignored. Lastly, we beat legislation with Jim Crow, but now Jim Crow Esquire regulation. The giants keep coming. And I would say lastly, Aristide is on his way back to Haiti because of us. Mandela got out of jail because of us. We're going to bring that matter to a resolution in Nigeria because of us. And now there will be an urban policy because we will not back down. So in the face of all of these challenges, do not assume that our struggles have been in vain and not productive.
I'll take some brief comments from Minister Farrakhan and Representative Waters and then go to your questions.
The scripture teaches, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And it is ignorance that is the worst enemy of the rise of our people to fulfill our destiny. That ignorance is fed on by corrupt leadership. Now, the scripture again says, woe to the shepherds who feed themselves and not the flock. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? Most of our leaders are handpicked by the very enemy that we're trying to get free from. It's all right for us to say we have a voting rights bill and a public accommodations bill, and all of us, including myself, have benefited from those bills. But to get a public accommodations bill and a voting rights bill and then close black hotels because we sleep in white ones, or close black establishments so that we can spend our money with our oppressor, is not winning. Reverend Jackson, I submit. Wait. On one hand, we are winning because every one of these brilliant congresspersons, they represent us. They are brilliant men and women. These are brilliant people in front of us. But what good does it do to have a brilliant head not connected to a black body? I submit. I submit that until and unless we as a mass connect with the Congressional Black Caucus and our black leaders connect to the black masses, and don't take your eye off the prize, because now you can sit in boardrooms and be media folk now, because little black people marched in the streets and suffered and went to jail to make openings for those of us who sit in leadership. Now we've got to unite at the top and develop strategies to free our people. Otherwise, we will be saying we're winning, but the masses keep losing. So if the masses keep losing, then we can't be winning unless our agenda is personal. We're looking for self-aggrandizement. But if we're looking for the liberation, if we want the liberation of our people, then ain't none of us winning until all of us become winners.
You damn sure not gonna upstage me. I'll let him speak, but I'm coming behind. And you don't want to be in my presence BSing the people, and I'm coming behind you.
I hear you. Amen.
I'll wear your behind out.
Get your money, man. Get your bread up. Gotta do it for yourself. Know you fed up.
I like it.
What's your reaction to that, Brian?
Well, I liked him. He right. We running last place. They been tricking us. They were telling me earlier. They closed down all our black businesses. So then we can't spend money on blacks no more. We got to spend money on Spanish folk now, Hebrew, Chinese. What the motherfuckers done come in now? Iran people. They got all this corner stores. They got all the corner stores in Pennsylvania. Black folk had Texaco. Black folk had Exxon. Black folk had a lot of stuff. They all gone. We had stores. We had grocery store. We had a black grocery store at 12 in Chicago. Ace drugstore. Ace. They had drugstore. Had everything, a kitchen, pharmacy, You go there, get your medicine. Now they shut all that down. They ain't got to go to white folk. You got to go to Elkhorn. You got to go to HEB now. You got to go different places now. It's no more black business no more. They been shut everything down. They try to get me down now.
Now you got Sam's barbecue on your side. How long you been there, Brian?
I've been there 40 years. My grandpa been there before then. My grandpa been there since 60.
So you've seen a lot of changes on the east side of Boston.
That's what I'm telling you. And then give them done. They done made east side, East 12th Street, what they call it, when you get them houses, you got them community.
It's a historic corridor, right?
Yeah, we got them people, them home people that association.
Homeowners Association?
They got a 12th Street Association now. Just now again, we've been out there all these years. They never had it in our life. Never. So now you got a group of white folks, ain't never been on 12th Street, just moved over there from other cities. Ain't came and got me downtown. When I did go to the meeting, they told me to shut up. See, they made me curse everybody out in the whole place. You tell a grown man to shut up. You don't tell no grown man to shut the fuck up. I sit down here and everybody shut up in the damn place. You don't tell no grown man to shut up. Excuse me, y'all. But you don't tell no grown man to shut up.
Bleep.
You don't tell no grown man to shut up. If you gonna tell a grown man, say, sir, can you please be quiet for a minute or two? See, when you talk to me, you gotta talk to me in respect. But when you start getting me, you can talk to anybody, they can talk to anybody you want. But when a woman talk to me, she gotta talk to me with a little respect so I can respect her. Because if you don't respect me, I'm sure not gonna respect you. Man, woman, children, all. Cause you got a lot of children that crazy, that big. I get on their ass too. It don't make no difference. Whoever it is. We gotta learn one thing. We all got to do right. Because we all cannot do right, we all gonna have problems.
I was gonna say, like, I haven't been here. I don't have your history. I only been here. I wasn't born here, but I've been here since like '93 or something.
93?
90. Well, I came in '92. I came back in '93.
Oh, you come late though.
Well, yeah,
you
but
come late. You ain't
okay,
coming
but
good though.
But let me finish.
You ain't coming good. It was good and
I
tell when it was
I'm
good.
not saying when it was good, right?
It might be good to you now, but it
I know.
ain't
But
nothing.
let me finish, because you got all the knowledge. You're a teacher. But other, I know. I'm just trying to get you up in the classroom instead of everywhere else.
You gotta give me the cafeteria.
Nah, I ain't paying for your lunch. Anyway, I said I know both of us can eat. You can pay for yourself. You crazy. I was just gonna say, like, look, you know, I know that a lot of things was done here, and even like where I'm from, originally at least, even when I lived in Atlanta for several years, to take stuff away from us. But I also think like my grandmother, one of my grandmothers in Maryland helped found like the first black credit union, right? But the whole point was not that she was just at home. She was basically a housewife until the kids got older. But the whole point was, is like there was some way that we used to do stuff. And we decided, regardless of what the hell happened, that somebody was going to work together. And I'm not saying I haven't been perfect in how every place I spent my money, but I've had people in jobs and stuff call in, and people choose not to spend their money. And then sometimes the flip side of it is we think because you're black or whatever color, let's say black folk, you should get a discount. No. When I come into your place, I'm not asking for a discount because you're a brother. When I make $7 an hour, when I make $3 an hour, when I make 20 or 30, I never ask for a discount. You know why? Because you a business.
Right.
And so we got this messed up way of thinking, well, we black, ain't you supposed to help me? Nah, fool, your mother, your father, your brother, somebody that know you supposed to help you. So my point is people had this way of thinking that if we can't necessarily support each other, if you're black, I need a discount.
Right.
And the reality is the powers that be have been against us for a while, right? But the reality is also, we, like I said with their unity, you just gave it up. You just gave it up. So it's like, yeah,
They know they were getting it up though.
But no, I'm saying they took a lot of business, right? But you decide where to spend your money. And even any of us, I decide, and I'm not perfect either. But you know what? Like I have one of my what's the name leadership classmate, Altitudes over there on 12th Street. You know why? I ain't no woman. I ain't even got a woman yet. I went over there and bought a T-shirt. I was trying to think of something else about it. You know why? Because I knew her, and she had a business. And I'll go back, and it might not be a lot of money.
Right.
But you know
So
what?
you spend
I
some
know her,
Right.
and she's a sister,
Right.
and I'm going to spend the money.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of who I can buy something for.
Right.
Why? Because I know her.
Right.
And I'm going to go spend my money. right? And so we give some of these stuff up to the politicians, to blame stuff on the white man. It's like, look, at the end of the day, what you do is what you do. And you should be doing it whether or not that white man pressing you like this or he's just standing back like that or whatever, man. So I'm just tired of people blaming stuff.
Right, I'm right.
Well,
it's like 6th Street. 6th Street right now, you be black. All that downtown, you be black. All that.
You're right.
All that you be black. All that you be black. What happened? Black folks start fighting, killing, hurting folks, doing things. White folks say, all right, keep on. Keep on killing, we're going to shut it down. They kept on killing. They shut 6th Street down. They moved to 11th Street. 11th Street, they told them, all right, y'all going to stop all this pimping, all this punk prostituting, all this drug selling, all this stuff here. If y'all don't stop, they kill all them punks up there one night. Kill about 5, 6 punks. Right here they killed my homeboy on the other side. They killed like 9 folks on 11th Street. Shut it down. And shut it down. Took everybody's business, took everybody everything, and they wonder why. 12th Street. They just got 12th Street. They've been trying to get about 20 years.
Now they working it.
They told 12th Street, all right, we used to open all day long. 12th Street ain't never closed. All night. My business still 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it did.
They never closed. 12th Street ain't never closed. Police came to, all right, y'all keep killing. They kept killing. They killed that girl behind that drugstore. So they tore that down. Y'all won't have his puppet no more. Keep killing. Every time y'all kill somebody, we're going to tear it down. They kept killing on the corner of 12th Street right there. They tore that down. They kept killing. They killed it all around there by my shop. I had a club right there, Sam Showcase, right here, next to me. They kept killing. We had to tear that down. We had a nightclub right there, tear all that down, tear everything down. They had 9 killers in 1 year. In one summer, 9 killers in one summer. They tear the whole 12th Street down. Ain't been over since.
Okay, I got a couple of minutes, and I wanted to give my reaction to that particular clip. I think that what Mr. Farrakhan pointed out is very important to notice now, today, is a leadership problem. We have a Congressional Black Caucus that won't talk to the president, and I just really don't understand it. The president likes to. He's supposed to be this big deal maker. And my thing is, somebody or somebody's just had a sense or the guts to just, okay, what kind of deal can we
Michael,
make?
Can I put this in context for you? The leadership, good or bad, is a reflection of the people. And so the leadership will do or not do whatever the fools, black or white, in this case black, fools being a euphemistic phrase, will allow. So if you ain't ready to do nothing, they ain't gonna do nothing. If you don't make them do something, they ain't never gonna do nothing. It's just like Farrakhan said, Malcolm said, a whole bunch of people said. Frederick Douglass, you like that, Frederick Douglass. Yeah. Power concedes nothing without the man. It never did. So they're reflecting us because we're just sitting back chilling. Hey, I got my shoes, I got my Impala. Okay, fool, you got a little chump change, but you ain't got your freedom. You ain't got nothing to help your people. You ain't got nothing to help nobody else. All you got is a little piece of something. When you die, you don't go to heaven and take your car. What did you leave to somebody? What person did you go help? Because I don't need a name no more. If I help one person, I'd have done mine. I don't give a flip what you think of me. I don't care. If I help one person, most people, they ain't going to help no person.
Well, I ain't mad at
and it affects us different than everybody else.
It don't hurt me. I got 18
I've got a
kids.
few seconds, but I want to thank you guys for coming on the show tonight. And I hope that I can get one or both of you back again to discuss maybe another topic, or perhaps this one, because we barely got the iceberg on this one. Thank you again. I appreciate you coming, man.
Golly, cold hands. Golly. Ice cold. What have you been doing?